7 for Bravo Fox Papa.
It is the height of the Cold War. At CFB Uplands, radar detects an unidentified aircraft penetrating Canadian airspace. If a Soviet bomber targets the United States, it would fly over Canada. The process is you scramble, get up into the air, identify the target. 2 crews take off from Uplands. There is only enough time for a basic check of the aircraft. In the 1950s, Canada's main interceptor is the Avro CF-100, the Canuck.
The further nickname for it was the Clunk. There were some design issues with oxygen regulators.
Designed and built entirely by Canadian workers at Avro Air, it is the first home-built jet fighter.
Tower 7381 over the low cone will pass over the field at 4,000 feet.
The search for the mystery aircraft is on. Dusk spreads over Ottawa. The city settles in for the night. At the Villa Saint-Louis, 20 kilometers east of Parliament Hill, 35 nuns, mostly elderly, have celebrated the final church service of the day, Compline.
He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day. Sister Marie des Martyrs.
With their nightly prayers over, the nuns retire to their Spartan cells.
There was no expectation that this was a Soviet aircraft. It was just an unidentified aircraft that was detected over the air defense system, and so this unknown was then had to be identified.
Tower 7381 over the low cone will
The contact is identified. It is an Air Force cargo plane returning from the far north.
I went to bed at about 9:30. I could hear planes flying low, but it wasn't an unusual noise for us.
The sound of a jet is familiar to the sisters. The nunnery is not far from another airbase at Rockcliffe. One plane returns to the base.
Ukulele 8, do you copy?
The second remains airborne, practicing interception techniques and burning off excess fuel.
I couldn't fall asleep.
Air traffic control has lost contact with the second CF-100.
Ukulele 8, can you hear me? Ukulele 8, do you copy?
Suddenly, a noise like a thunderclap. The panes blow out, the wooden window frames splinter. Fire is everywhere.
The Villa Saint-Louis is in the direct path of the falling aircraft.
The aircraft hit the ground at about 700 miles an hour. It went through 2 floors of a convent, 8 inches of reinforced concrete, and down 35 feet into solid clay.
The explosion is felt for kilometers. In a neighboring community, Real Ranval is blown out of bed.
The whole house was just shaking with the explosion.
Putting on her slippers and robe, Sister Marie de Martyrs joins the other sisters for the walk to the fire escape. There is no panic, she recalls.
Flames are sweeping through the second floor hallway. We can't find our way to the fire escape, and we grope around. There it is. We find it. The exit.
Neighbors arrive hoping to help. For many, like Lauren Barber, the convent is a familiar place. Their families regularly take Mass here. They know the people inside.
I'm up the fire escape, trying to open the door. The flames drive me back.
Fears grow for the many trapped inside.
I try another door.
Sister Marie de Martyrs, in slipper and robe, jumps clear. She lands uninjured. She will be the last to get out alive.
I can hear the nuns screaming, pounding on the wall.
The firefighters can only let the blaze burn itself out. For those still inside, there is no hope. In the morning light, the extent of the destruction can be fully seen. 15 people are dead. 11 nuns, a priest, a cook, and the 2 pilots. The Air Force inquiry is inconclusive. Some people believe the oxygen system failed that evening. If both pilots were indeed incapacitated, nothing but fate could have guided the plane. More than 6 decades later, few remember the night of May 15th, 1956. The Ottawa River is quiet for now, but listen.
Alien they seemed to be, no mortal eye could see the intimate welding of their later history, or sign that they were bent by paths coincident on being anon twin halves of one august event. Thomas Hardy.